Welcome to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show, of course, brought to you by the amazing folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. Also brought to you by Sir Dyke Yamaha, Slumberland Furniture, Slumberland at the Lake, and MoDOT. Buckle up, phones down, be safe out there on the roads. It's our last high school basketball coaches show of the season, and we've got two of the best programs in the state, really, certainly in the area in the last few years from Tipton. Coach Michael Reeves, the men's coach, and Jason Culpepper, the ladies coach. And guys, thank you for joining us. We head into the postseason this week. So things get serious. You got through the regular season, and now kind of everything gets serious. So the guys from Tipton are 11-15, defending district champions, but you've won 5 of your last 6, so you figured something out in the last couple of weeks, and that's nice. The girls, as usual, over 20 wins as you go into the postseason, 21-4. State champions a couple of years ago. I think you've won over 25 games, 25 or more the last 7 years. So the power continues at Tipton. So another great season for the ladies. Who are the girls that have stepped up and really played a strong role for you this year?
Our main 4 with Ava returning All-Stater, Charlie All-Stater, Maddie returning All-Stater who moved in from Meadville, and then Clara Williams, who was an All-State but was just as good as any of the All-Staters. Those 4 have really done a great job. We've had a lot of games this year where all 4 of them are in double digits in the same game. They do a great job of sharing the basketball, finding the open player. And then Anna Crane, our other starter, she's done a great job of being a solid shooter and also really stepped up her game defensively for us this year. And then Lara Petrie comes in off the bench as our 6th man, and she's done a really good job. This Saturday, we picked up our actually 22nd win this Saturday.
Nice, okay, good.
Against Notre Dame in Kansas City. And Lara had to step in and start that game, and she had a great game defensively, scored 6 points, did a great job for us. So they've all done a great job of stepping up and shining in whatever role it is that they have.
Yeah, which is not easy. I mean, everybody from the outside, you look at, Tipton, they're so good, and another 20-win season, but there's pressure that goes with that, and the girls have to be able to handle that pressure, so that's nice. So the guys, your season kind of started a little bit slow. I think you lost 6 of your first 7. Yeah. Part of that was you had a great football team at Tipton this year, and they went a long way, so you didn't get the football players for a while, but as we mentioned, kind of seems like they've figured something out here late in the season because you won 5 of 6 games.
Yes. Yeah, like you said, we had a real good football season this year, and my top 9 or 10 players are on the football team, so we didn't have practices the whole month of November. We had 6 games at one point and only 5 practices, so we came in just running out of the gate. But here lately, we've won 5 of our last 6. We beat a Russellville, who we started down 16-0, and then we were down 34-17, came back and won. So
wow.
Our kids are finally starting to battle through adversity, and I think we're starting to finally show our movement on offenses really well, and then defensively our rotations have just been a lot better here recently. And
it's happening at the right time.
Yes.
As you get through the regular season, head into the playoffs. Who are the guys that have stepped up and played well for you this year?
So Dane is our returning all-district player. He's really improved his game, where last year he was just a spot-up shooter for Jackson to kick out to, but this year he's starting to attack more, gets to the basket and finishes well. Ben Bestian has been a real good player for us. I think he's averaging 10 points a game, and he's just been real solid. He's got that old man style of basketball.
Yeah.
And then he's just, again, doing real well defensively, rotations. And then we're bringing a kid named Andrew Bestian off the bench who's averaged 10 points a game for us the last 4 or 5 games. And then Lucas, to start the year, he was our scorer. I think in the Wablo tournament, he averaged 22 points a game. And then here recently, he's been averaging 8 to 10, but he just knows the others have kind of picked up, so he's just a big leader for us and runs the defensive captain for us. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
And defending district champions, so you guys have kind of a legacy. Both of your programs have a legacy going over there. So you go into postseason play, both teams starting this week. The smaller schools, classes 1, 2, and 3, do it a week before the bigger schools do. And you are the number 1 seed in your district going in. What is the district road looking like for you this year? Is it going to be tough? Going to be a cakewalk? What's that looking like?
You never ever want to look at any games like a cakewalk. But, I think as long as we show up and take care of business and do what we're supposed to do defensively and rebounding, I think we'll be okay. First round of districts, we have the bye. So we'll be playing the winner of Eugene and Cole Camp. We've played Eugene this year, won pretty big against them. And then whoever we play there, if we take care of business like we should, it'll probably be between New Franklin and Russellville. And we've seen Russellville last week. We won by a pretty big margin. And they're a pretty solid team, above 500 Class 2. They're pretty solid. And New Franklin is similar to Russellville. They have a really good girl on their team. But again, I think as long as we take care of business defensively and do what we should do, we should be okay there. So
cool.
I think we set up pretty good for districts.
And when you're the number one seed, does that mean you get to play at home throughout the whole district tournament, or does that?
Not necessarily. You have to vote on it. Each school gets to vote where they would like to have the district be played at.
So it's an on-site game.
Yeah, you have to offer to host it. Okay. Usually there's always between 2 and 5 schools that will offer to host, and then the other schools vote on where they would like it to be. On the girls' side, it works out really well because the last, 5 or 6 years, we've been dead center of our district.
Yeah.
Like we've had a Eugene and Russellville and a Smithton and a Lincoln, or a Smithton and a Cole Camp this year. And then sometimes we have New Franklin come down. So we've been dead center of our district for the last several years. So it's made sense geographically for us to host.
To be there.
And then I think that, some of the other schools that have been in our conference, whether it's Russellville and Eugene or Smithton and Cole Camp, they don't mind us hosting because I feel like we do a good job of hosting.
Well, they know they're going to lose anyway, right? I mean, the last time they played you, they lost by 70, So, and where are you guys play at Tipton too, or where?
No,
do you play?
we are at New Franklin.
New Franklin, okay,
Yeah.
So it's not that far. So you got to play New Franklin, so that might make it tougher.
Well, we still got to win 2 games before we can
there.
see them.
Right.
So.
Okay, so we'll continue to talk Tipton Cardinal basketball as we head into the postseason this week. This is your COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers pediatrics at 2 lake locations and 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic, offering same-day appointments. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone, whether you live at the lake or just here visiting. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Surdyke Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Hi, honey. It's your mom. I know you're probably working, but I just saw on the news that 3 people die in car crashes every day in Missouri. I just think about you driving around, and it makes me so worried. So buckle your seatbelt, don't look at your phone, and don't speed. And I know you know this, but please always drive sober. You're a good kid. Just be safe, okay? Mom loves you. Okay, bye.
Hey everybody, it's Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. Right in the middle of our President's Sale, and we got some great doorbuster deals going on. You need to check them all out. On top of the great deals, we have 0% interest financing for up to 36 months, and we deliver the entire lake area. And if we can't get you set up for delivery fast enough, Will said he'd do it himself. So come check us out at Slumberland Furniture, where we're bringing happy home.
Welcome back to your COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. Unfortunately, the last basketball coaches show of the year. Before we know it, though, it'll be December, and we'll be back here on set talking about next season already, but still a lot of work to do before we get there as we start the district tournaments this week. So your ladies are ranked number 2 in Class 2. You won the state championship 2 years ago. Last year in the Final Four, you lost to the eventual state champion from Skyline. And you two, Skyline and you guys, 1 and 2 again this year. So it's looking like it's going to come down to a rematch there. You actually played each other earlier in the season. I think they won by 2 or something like that. How are you thinking about a rematch with Skyline if you get to that point in the state championship game?
Right. Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of basketball to be played to get there, but hopefully we're in the situation where we can, get to see them again. Because if we see them again, it's for a state title, and that means that we did everything we were supposed to do to get there. So yeah, I mean, I think overall, I think the girls have the right mindset of the goal is that they would like to have that opportunity to play Skyline again, but also understanding that you got a lot of work to do to get there. But we will definitely gladly take another shot at playing them again.
Yeah,
they're a good team. I think they have 7 seniors on the team, but I definitely feel like we get another shot at them. I think we can have a good chance to get that win.
It's funny because sometimes when you play a team, sports is a weird, we're superstitious and all that stuff. Sometimes you play a team and you lose and you're like, oh man, we cannot beat that team. And other times you play a team and you lose and you go, I know we can beat that team. So how do you come out with Skyline? Is it
yeah, I mean, I think,
a lot of confidence?
I think last year, was a different boat for us. We were rebuilding from 2023 state championship team that had a lot of seniors, a lot of points and rebounds that graduated. And we were kind of rebuilding, and Skyline was really junior heavy, and they had kind of been building up to that point. And where this year I feel like, we can definitely stand toe to toe them and not be afraid. I think that for the most part in that game, we controlled the majority of that game. We missed a few shots down the stretch that were high percentage looks that would have more likely than not sealed the game, knowing that we have really good free throw shooters. But it didn't happen, and it's like I told the girls after the game: if you're going to lose a game to Skyline and you get to play them twice, that's the game to lose to them.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel leaving that game that our girls are not worried about not being able to beat them.
Right.
I think that they want the opportunity to play them again for sure.
I'm so excited for the state tournaments and to watch these games and these matchups if we get there, because like you said, still a long way to go. Okay, so in our final couple of minutes, going to have some fun questions here. If you could have dinner with any sports figure living in the world today, who would it be for you, Coach?
Any sports figure living today, I would probably go with Pat Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, okay.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting dinner.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, he's kind of a guy that likes to eat food. He's definitely a meat eater, so I think we would definitely have a nice steak dinner somewhere.
Something good there,
a lot of good stuff to talk about. I've been a Chiefs fan my entire life, season ticket holder all through college and until I finally had my second kid, and then it was like, you got kids, you got too much stuff going on.
That's right, priorities, man.
Yeah, and unfortunately for me, it was during like the bad era of Chiefs football, whenever we were just terrible every year. But I love the Chiefs. It'd be awesome to talk to Pat Mahomes. He's a winner. It'd be nice to hear what he had to say.
Absolutely. How about for you, sports figure, anybody in the world, who would you like to have dinner?
So I've actually thought about that one for a while. I think Brad Stevens would be the one I would like to be.
Be a good one.
He had good college years, and he went and had good NBA years, and now being the general manager for the Celtics, I would like to pick his brain a little bit.
He was at Butler, right?
Yes.
For many years and took them to the Final Four year after year.
2 national championships
in a row.
Butler.
Yeah. Wow. And then went to the Celtics and did some big things. Okay, well, this is going to have to be a real quick answer. Who's the better player, Jordan or LeBron?
I'll let you answer first.
Well, we're in a group chat, and me and Coach Culpepper are the ones that are really pushing the LeBron narrative.
Really? Okay. Going with the big man.
Yeah, I'd go with LeBron.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting question because one-on-one, LeBron's so much bigger.
Right.
He would certainly have the advantage, but, Mike is Mike, right? It'd be tough to go against him. Gentlemen, thank you for making the trip down from Tipton. Appreciate it very much. We head into the district tournament this week, so good luck. Both defending district champions, and hopefully we'll see you both in Columbia at the state championship, the Final Four. And thank you for joining us every week this season for the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. Remember, keep watching for the games on Lake TV through mid-March. This is COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show.